Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am here with something a little different today. I wanted to have a little bit of a chat on the on junk journals versus handmade journals. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to say hi and hugs for a minute hi and hugs to Tana, Vanessa, Cheryl, and Robin. Thank you so much for watching and your kind comments. Okay, so discussion slash show and tell slash then we'll do some crafting. So, I was just thinking about this subject, and I will say, anything I say here is just my opinion, my outlook, my perspective, and obviously not a rule of journal making because, as we know, there are no rules, and that's the beauty of it. So, but I just kind of wanted to talk about this because, I've had a few moments in my journal making life where one of my journals, somebody will call it a junkie journal, which I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. That's all I can say. But so I started thinking about there really is a difference between a junk journal and what I like to call a handmade journal. So let's kind of start there and talk this out a little bit. So junk journals. To me, a junk journal is a journal made out of junk that we would throw away. Old mail, old calendars, old anything like that. So I have a couple of examples of some that I have made. So this journal was just made out of a cruise brochure, and it has just all sorts of mail things in it, little brochures. There's a window envelope. There is a piece of scrapbook paper in there. Here's another envelope. This is this is kind of fun, a fold out here. This is some paper that I wouldn't have used probably. It's scrapbook paper that I don't care for. I cleaned off a stencil on it. So this to me is a junk journal. It's got all matter of junk in there. And I use these as, I'll flip back here, really more as a, whoops, I just ripped it. There you go. As more of a art journal type of thing. But then I have this one. I'll show you. We'll just pop this one aside. This one is made from old calendar pages. And it's got various folds and things that make little pockets in this. So something a little different, right? But it's made out of old, out-of-date calendars. So once again, to me, this is a junk journal. Yeah, so you get the idea. We might have to try and make one of those one of these days. I'll have to go back and remember what I did, but so there's that one. And then what's this one? This one, again, made out of some brochures and things that I just cut down to be a kind of a little funky size. There's a Michael's flyer. So yeah, just little envelopes and things. Got a little pocket there. So really fun to play with though, really fun to play with. So that's, some examples of junk journals made from junk mail. Another example that I would call a junk journal is I make these little art journals out of my drop papers that I have down when I do messy things, and they make super fun little things to play in. And, you know, you've kind of already got to start because it's a drop paper. But again, you know, if you didn't do something like this with it, you might throw it away. And so I can consider this a junk journal. Here's my big one, which I have covered. This is a piece of wallpaper that I just went all mixed media mad on. And so it makes a nice cover. But yeah, so these are, I just play in and paint and you know, make some pretty pages and some funky pages and such. So again, I'd say this is a junk journal because these are just pieces of paper I've had under my doing other art. So I have quite a few pages done in this one. That's kind of amazing because I don't make the time to art journal much anymore, which I do kind of miss it. So might have to address that. But look at these fun pages. They're just super fun. So, and this is just made, my draw papers are made out of an old desk calendar, you know, that sits on your desk. So there you go. So those would kind of be my definition of a junk journal, right? Okay, let's go to the other side, the handmade journals. So this journal, for instance, this is, I called it my slow stitch journal. And I made it with the beautiful digitals from Dreams, etc. And there's slow stitching in here, and it's all, you know, it's all a lot of not garbage, you know. I mean, it's digitals, it's fabric, it's stitching, it's coffee dyed paper. You know, this could be considered junk, I suppose. But to me, this is a handmade journal. And when somebody asks me what I do, I say I make handmade journals. Because I don't think these kind of journals are junk journals, in my opinion. But there's definitely a crossover, you know? So, let's talk about the crossover. So in our handmade journals, we use some garbage. We use some junk. For instance, we recently made this cover out of a cardboard box that would have either been the cardboard recycled or thrown away. And now it's going to become a handmade journal cover, right? So I have this beautiful journal I wanted to show you. This one is I hope I can see who made it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, here we go. Michelle Mooney. Michelle Mooney made this. Okay. So this little journal, little sewing journal that I bought from Michelle Mooney it's grungy and sort of junk, on the side of junk with the old patterns and grungy papers and stuff. But I consider this a handmade journal as well because it's, you know, it's not just like junk mail or something like that. But it's sort of in the middle of a junk journal and a handmade journal. I have a couple more examples. Oh, I was going to show you this one. This was the Jane Austen journal I made. Again, to me, a handmade journal, even though there's some things in here like old book pages and things like that, it's still a handmade journal, in my opinion. And then, so back to the middle ground. This one was made by Norma Jean Watson, and she sent it to me. It's got scrapbooking paper, but it's made out of an old envelope. And in here she's got some book pages, scrapbooking paper. This is a sack, You know, so things like the sacks and the tags. Here's an old calendar page. Junk journal, that says to me. A ledger. Here's an old envelope. And a calendar page. So this journal's kind of a perfect example of middle of the road. It's a handmade journal, yes, but it's got the junk journal elements to it. So that's my little thing, and I'll talk more about that as we go. But I wanted to talk about, so I have this basket of a bunch of packaging. So, you know, I decorate those up, and then once they're decorated, they can be used in a handmade journal, but they're still junk. So all that to say, it really does cross over, but the journals that we make with the beautiful scrapbook papers, the beautiful digitals and everything, to me, those are handmade journals. And the true junk journal is one made out of just junk. So let's see if we can kind of put together a junk journal signature. I've got this little file here is all full. It's full of junk, let's just say. It's full of junk. So, envelopes, yep, we've got envelopes. We've got brochures. I find these cruise brochures are good and heavy, and they're fun to use. Oh gosh, I've got some tea bags in there. I need to file those where my tea bags go. Well, this is good going through this, isn't it? So, yeah, so just kind of a bunch of different things. Ooh, what's this? This is a big old oceanic cruises. That would be a fun cover, wouldn't it? Let's use that for the cover. We're just going to put a little something together here. And one thing about the true junk journals, they're fun and they're quick, you know, just to pop some fun stuff in. And yeah, I just got all manner of, I have some cards in here apparently. Let's pick out a card to use in here. Happy birthday. A man like me has a lot to be thankful for. That's real nice. Aw. That's a happy birthday from my husband, so let's do that. Let's see. Okay, well, we'll dig as we go. So, you know, then we're just going to pop these in. I might leave that fold that way, and so we'll put something in there. This is a nice envelope with, it's got, I don't know, maybe not. This one has nice stamps on it, so I like that a lot. Let's do this. And it's got really kind of fun little, windows. So, deciding how I want to do this, because I want to use those as pockets. Let's keep the flap just for fun. I'm going to grab my bone folder, and I didn't grab any twine with which to put this thing together, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll pop that in there. What else would we like? Let's see. I don't want any more cards, so I'm going to set those aside. This is just, I don't know, some sayings on plates. Let's just pop that in there. Just for fun. Okay, that's in there. I love the Sundance catalogs. There's really good ladies in there. That's kind of why I keep them, is to cut out the ladies. But we don't want that for our signature. Okay, what's this? look at this. This is cool. AARP. Fun inside though, right? So let's see. It's a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut it real quick. Like so. And let's put, maybe we can come up with something fun to put in that shows through the window. This is another fun one. Look at the inside of that one. It's real fun too. So all that to say, look at your mail, because your mail has potentially fun things in it. These were, when I was in the hospital, these were brochures that were given to me. I think I'm gonna take this out and take out the staple and put these in as a signature page. Maybe if I can get the staple out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Shot them across my table. Okay. So let's put that in as a page somewhere. Like maybe here. Of course, you can make your junk journals be more of a writing journal too, if you use, if you use things that are blank, more blank. I mean, you could write there, but I personally like to just play and decorate in them. Oh, look at this. This is a little medications and ID card. That could be fun to like put in a pocket or something. Let's keep that out. And I kept this the patient guide because it's really thick paper. I mean, you could make this into a glue book just as it is, you know what I mean? So that's kind of fun. Here's some tabs. Maybe let's go this way. And since that's kind of long, how about we fold it up and make a pocket? Like, just right about there. You see, I'm being ever so precise on this. Yeah, it's not an exercise in precision. It's putting some stuff together so that you can have yourself a play later on. Okay, just so this works better, we'll just clip these a little bit down into a really skinny little V, but it'll keep it from binding. There we go. So see, those can be two little pockets. Okay, let's put that behind here, because I still haven't decided about this. Okay, what else do we have here? Ooh, what's this? So I bet you this came from a Happy Mail back in the day when I used to get Happy Mail. But that's very fun. Where might we like it? Oh, I might put it right there. Okay. This is a really pretty little envelope too. It's about the right height. Now she's going to be upside down if I use this for a pocket. So maybe what we'll do, because that little girl's so cute, let's just give this a clip and it'll be like two envelope pockets in the signature, like so. So how would this be if we put this right here and then that can show through there? Yes, ma'am. Okay, look at this thing. This is a Punch Studio Create a Card, but I liked the flap of it there. So let's pop that in there somewhere. Let's put that in the middle for now. Okay. Envelopes, envelopes. The bazillion envelopes. That is the package for underwear. We're talking junk journal here. But, you know, you cover that up. That's fun. I'm not going to put it in this one, but we'll keep it. Look at this fun envelope. Oh, that was from somebody. Okay, flip that over. Okay, we've got a fun little coffee dyed one. Look at that with that big. I'm going to save that for something else. That's too good for my junk mail here. Okay. And this one's nice too. Okay, those two need to go in. We've got some priority envelopes here. Those are fun. Oh, this is from something Apple, but it's a little envelope that could be. I'm going to put that with my tags because that could be just decorated in any sort of. This is our Daily Bread devotional. Let's put that somewhere. I need something bigger in there. Okay, well, I've been through my stack here. So let's then. Okay, I just had an idea that I think I want to do. So I am going to push all of these things aside because they have been gone through and we've got what we want. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to grab these. My sweet husband printed these out for me. I just picked up Rachel's Roxy Creations latest digitals, the botanic one. And what I was thinking was I think I might intersperse some pages of that in here. Because again, it can be a hybrid. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And I was just going to use these for collage anyway. I want to use these two things in here yet. Okay, let's look. So she's got backgrounds. Okay, so this is her backgrounds. These are the ones that, ooh, I like that one a lot. Let's use this one. Maybe this one. And this one. Let's just use those for now. Okay, I had a question about why am I not using my tear ruler as much and using this? No reason. Sometimes I want a jiggy-jaggy edge like the tear ruler. Sometimes I'd rather have it a little straighter. So that's the only thing. Just whatever. I'm going to make these a little straighter. So we're just going to use the Tim Holtz and get ourselves some ripping. My sweet subby whose puppy goes crazy when she rips papers. I hope the volume's down so so the puppy doesn't get upset while I'm ripping. But yeah, so I hope that kind of going through that helps maybe some folks new to junk journaling. I will say that shall we say the art genre it's called junk journaling, and that is all good. But I also have had comments from people who are confused because they're like, but that journal, like my slow stitch journal, that's not junky, that's not got junk in it. So I just thought it was worth chatting about. So if you have thoughts on the matter, definitely leave a comment and say what you think, because like I say, there aren't rules. I think in my opinion, there aren't rules in art in general. If there were, Picasso would have never been, you know, doing his thing. So, but just as a general, how I view it, handmade and junk journals being a little bit different. Okay, I just kind of did that. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in the middle so it opens up like that. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to put, I think I might put that one there. And then we'll go down kind of to the middle. Let's see. I think I'll put that one there. Okay, super fun. And I think a journal like this would also be super awesome for, you know, taking as a traveler's book, because you could stick things in the pockets. You could, you know, put your receipts and stuff in there. You could write about your adventures, you know. Yeah. So what do we have? We have about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 11 pages in there. Is there anything else that I would like? Well, you know, as we said, sacks are definitely, you know, one of the things. What I had a bunch of sacks. What did I do with those? I remember seeing them. Oh, they're over across my table. Okay. What else do I have here? Just looking for a minute. Okay, here's another element of junk, a coffee filter. Let's put this. No, that's not big enough. Okay. I'm looking around. Seeing what do I have. Most of my things that are handy are actually handmade journals sort of things. I'm just going to put this in here because you could write on that. And let's grab over here. I've got this. These are some leftover digitals. Let's see if there's something like that would be kind of a fun one. Let's just put that in there. And so while we're talking about this, let's also talk about digitals, scrapbooking paper, dyed paper, and that sort of thing. Now, to me, they're all interchangeable. Like, I think I shared with you that I had someone say that they didn't like how much I use digitals because they don't have the capability of printing them. Well, digitals, scrapbook paper, dyed paper, ledger paper, all of that stuff is interchangeable, you know. Oh, here's a piece of music. We could pop one of those in there. So in that regard, this is Little Town of Bethlehem. Better save that one for Christmas. Let's see. Do I have one that's not Christmassy? Yes. So just because I use digitals doesn't mean that you can't use scrapbook paper to make the same project or, you know, or whatever. So maybe I will put that there. So, yeah. So use what you have, I guess is what I'm going to say. And we all have junk mail. You know, heaven knows we all have junk mail, because it's just how it is. I'm gonna put this up at the top, and then this could go in a pocket. But let's see, what do I have that's handy that I might have enough of a scrap of baker's twine, maybe. Oh yeah, okay. That should work. I don't know if I have a needle big enough, but let's just see. What I might do is go ahead and clamp this and get the holes in it and stuff. Sorry, I'm just turned around grabbing my stuff. Yeah, so anyway, I thought this might be kind of, it's just kind of been burning a hole in my brain, this idea of junk journals versus handmade journals. And so I guess the end of it all is, you know, you call your creation what makes you feel comfortable. And like I say, the overarching genre, I guess, is junk journals. And then I don't know, I just call myself a handmade journal artist. Ugh. So that's a thick little brochure, but that's okay. We get it. This little cradle is from Crafty Cat USA on Etsy, and it's awesome for binding your journals. I love it so much. Thank you, Amy. Okay, so, well, I think I might be able to get this thread through here. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have the red. Oh yeah, look at that. Easy peasy. So now I'm just going to bind this quick with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And then we'll see where we go from there. I was thinking about maybe doing a page in one of my drop paper journals, but I'm kind of having fun making this, and we might just decorate on this a little bit today. Okay, can't get it out with my weak hands, so let's just do this. Maybe. Oh man. Come on. Too many thicknesses. Oh, there we go. Managed to do that without stabbing myself in the eye or anything, so that was good. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna pull this aside so that I don't split the thread, because then I won't be able to get it tight, you know. Theoretically, I really needed a bigger hole in there. Where's my thing? Not that I can't make it bigger right now. There we go. That ought to do her with this thick thread. Yeah, makes all the difference in the world. Okay, let's make this one a little bigger too, just to save me hands. Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay. So thanks for chatting along with me. And like I say, thanks for adding anything that you might have to add to the conversation in the comments below, because I think definitely it'll help people newer to the craft. Do I want to tie it in a bow? Maybe, because that would be pretty. Yeah, I do. All right. So we have our little junk journal. And now we can put some junk in it. Let's see, let's take these off. Okay. Alrighty then. Get rid of my stitching stuff. And here we go. So, it's a thick baby. Should we play with the cover? I think I'm just going to play with Rachel's digitals in here. And as far as the decorating goes, yeah, we've got a few minutes till maybe 1 o'clock. So I like all this. I want to keep that. I was just looking at this piece of Rachel's digital that has kind of similar colors. Let's see if we can do something with that. Now, this time I think I'm going to use this just because I want it a little more jaggedy. Yeah, I have to remember to check my ink levels. My husband did a whole bunch of printing for me, and so it's like, ooh, I could be. Oh, look at that. That's just nearly perfect. Okay, I'm going to put that on there. And we have a start. So the beauty to me of junk journaling, making handmade journals and junk journals is, you know, there's so many ways you can go. There's so many different styles and things that you can make, that I think that's what I love about it. I don't ever get bored, you know? So that's, you know, there's always something new to create, something new to try. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'd like to cut out one of her, what are these tags? Tags. Is that the right, or do I want the bigger ones? Maybe are they all this size? They're all this size. Okay. This one's speaking to me, and it's just right there, so let's just cut this out. I didn't ink this, but I don't know if I even want to. I don't know if I'm going to like how this looks, but we're going to try it. Maybe if I ink around it to define it a little more or something. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All right, excuse my reach. Oh, left my lid behind. No lid left behind. Have you all been watching the Olympics? I haven't watched much. Well, somewhat because I was taking care of my granddaughter and stuff, and they don't have the stations that I would have needed to watch it on. I watched a little bit the other night, but I would love to watch, and I'm wondering if it'll be on YouTube afterwards, but I'd love to watch like the men's volleyball and stuff. Okay, I like that. You know what I'm going to do is I am going to pop a couple of eyelets in here for the closure, because I think I have some more of that red maybe in my, and I could, yeah. Okay, so how tall is this? This is like 9-ish, so 4.5-ish. Let's just, doesn't have to be perfect, but I kind of like them somewhat even. So like right about there. And on this side, oh, sorry. Somebody sent me a bunch of, it was Pat. She sent me a bunch of junk mail. So, okay. That was a quick recovery. Okay. All right, so let's punch a hole here. And here. Okay. Alrighty. Then I'm just gonna, let's see, what do I have most of? I have a lot of white. Let's just use some white here. Just to pop this in. Oh, what am I doing? A momentary lapse in my brain. Oh, it happens more than I'd like to admit these days. Okay. Awesome. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And what I was looking at is I have this red. Little bits. I have little bits. Ooh, that's a big old long one. I think I'll use that. And all this string and stuff I just keep from packaging that I get from Etsy's or whatever. So again, it's junk, really. I mean, a lot of people would probably throw it away. So I'm just going to string these through, and then we'll have a little closure too. And then it can just be tied, right? So how quick is this though? I mean, really, we did our chatting at the beginning, and now we've just practically got this done. Now I wasn't sure what was on the back, but I'm gonna have to put something over that. So let's look at this piece that we had. I mean, I kind of would like a little more red in it. Is what I'm looking for. That has some red. Ooh, I like that owl. Let's use him. And how big do I want? I think I'm just going to go to the other side of this label here. Like about there. So I was trying to think. I've got, oh yeah, that goes right over that just fine. We're going to go to Denver to take care of Bucky and Leaf in between Mom's maternity and Dad's paternity leave. So that's a trip, but I was thinking to have, I mean, that's pretty much, we're going to be in the house with the babies. Okay, I need to move this aside because it's got this address for a second. I'm just going to pop this over it. And then I'll come back up here. So I was thinking, you know, what next trip could I use this little journal for? Because I'm kind of loving it. Okay, how cute is that? That's a junk journal. Okay, so some things we want to do on the inside. I'm going to glue some pockets. I'll glue this pocket. And like so. Then we'll do the back too as well, since I know that's there. Okay. All right. So what else do I have as far as that goes? This is going to go up that way, so that's great. Oh, we've got this one. We want to do, you know what I think before I glue that? I think I might put like a piece of the digital across there. And I'm wondering, I think I could just use this guy. Let me tear that real quick because that'll be quicker. Yes, the question is it a handmade journal or is it a junk journal? Or is it a hybrid? That's okay like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this in half, kind of. Like about right there. Okay. And what I'm thinking is I'm just going to put these over the edge of this. Whoa, that didn't work. You got to hold it down, Gail. Oh, really? Okay. All right, so that is going to go along that edge before I glue it down. Just kind of like that. Okay. Where's the other side of this particular? Yep. Okay. I'm going to go this side. Couple of fun little pieces to use later on. It's not like this needed strengthening or anything. I just wanted to put a little pop of color on it. I don't know, I might have to play with this some more. This is fun. I think I need to clip that off a bit. There. All right, so we did those. So now we can glue them down as pockets. Yeah, that's pretty good. I was seeing if that was binding a little bit. Oh my goodness, shaky. too excited about making this fun little journal. Okay. Now see this little piece of junk. We could decorate that up and stick it in here. So I think I only want to decorate this part because it's got lines. It's good for writing on. So let's get a little piece and get that in there. What about that? Yeah, let's do that. So I'm just going to grab this off and go right about there. So we've got the bottom of a bird to use in a collage or something. This piece. Oh, geez. That's right. Okay, so I'm just going to then pop that on there. Need to take a teeny weeny bit off. I got it a little too long. Okay. Well, anyway, you guys get the idea with the junk journal. Okay, so that little guy can go there. This is ripped a little bit, so it's not as good as it would have been, but it's okay. So that can go in there. I mean, we can still decorate here. Lots of decorating to do in here. That would be fun, actually. What am I'm running into something. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe it's is it this card? Oh, I see. It's like a double thickness, and yeah, I see what's going on. Love this. I'd like to put something across there. We have time, I think. Let's see. Just looking at the pages I've already ripped up, but it doesn't mean we can't rip up something else, does it? That might be nice. I always love Rachel's digitals, I have to say. I always love them. I don't think there's been one she's put out that I haven't felt was, you know, a style I want to work with and that kind of stuff. So, and I just Mike printed these on copy paper. That I prefer the lightweight for doing collage and stuff. I think I'm just going to pull this off of here, like so. And I think I could just put that across there and actually, okay, wait a second. Just a minute. Because I'm thinking I might like that better. I do. Now this little scrap would be cute on the back of like a journal card or something. Yeah, I'm going to put that up there and this on the back of the flap, and that will make it more sturdy. I think I'm just going to put glue there because I don't want to have glue where I don't want glue. Okay. Then, where's the other one? And this one is going to go like that. Okay. Okay, I need a little strip across there. What do I have? I should have little strips that could work. Like this one. Not quite long enough. How about this one? Yep. But I think what I'm going to do, and then we probably should call this a video. I'm going to stick this behind there. I'm going to put some art glitter glue on this and lay it down. So I hope you enjoyed the discussion. I hope you'll chime in if you have things to add and stuff. And you know, it's all about kind of just thinking about things and thinking I'd like to, if I can, kind of just help some beginners with the terminology and stuff. Okay, now that's even with this side, which is great. Okay, snip off this bit. I think I might round that corner slightly. There, and then we've got that. So I'm gonna cover this. I don't know, might have to do some more playing. Maybe Scrappy Saturday will do. That's what we'll do for Scrappy Saturday, because I have Rachel Scraps over here now. Okay, guys. Well, that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on a true junk journal and a handmade journal. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll join in the conversation, and I hope you have a grateful day. So we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Bye-bye.